Hey everybody, this is Matthew with Forging Your Legend, where we help people turn their toughest battles into their greatest legends. Today, I want to make this video just to share with you some tools and perspectives to use to help you heal and grow when you feel like you're too broke, too busy to do very much, and you just want the very simplest stuff that you can do and the cheapest stuff that you can do. And of course, this is relative because there's only so little that you can do before it doesn't do much. But I like to focus on the idea that even really tiny steps are worth something. So take what you can out of this. If you can do one thing from this video, great. If you can do all of it, great. Just do what you can do, and you can always build from there. Remember that a lot of this is a matter of priorities. You can spend your time and your energy and your money in various areas. And a lot of times, if you really, truly make something a priority, you'll find a way. But sometimes we just truly are limited. So let's work with those limitations today and see what we can do that's cheap, simple, quick, etc. So one of the first recommendations I have, of course, is get yourself into some kind of brain retraining practice. And that truly can be as easy as recognizing the pathways that you're going down that aren't helpful for you, and then diverting them in a new direction over and over and over. And that process could be stop the old pathway, choose a new pathway, reinforce that pathway. And I talk about that in some of my other videos, but that's the most basic way I can put it. I will also say that if you can spend some time just breathing, sometimes breathing is a very potent tool for regulation, for detoxification, for slowing down and increasing your presence in the moment. And there's different ways to breathe for different purposes, but for my money, I like to just do in for 8, hold for 4, and then out for 16. That longer exhale tends to calm people down. And if you've got a different aim than that, then there's other breaths for that. But vagal toning is also a good approach if you just got a couple minutes. Even just making yourself laugh, even if it's fake laughter, it still has an effect. Or doing some gaze stabilization exercises like this, even if it's just for a minute. And I do have some vagal toning tools in an ebook that you can get if you subscribe to my mailing list on my website, forgingyourlegend.com. In addition to that, I would definitely recommend something like orienting, where you just let your head swivel around and notice what you notice in the world around you, like a newborn, or maybe not a newborn, but a young child who's starting to get his vision adjusted to the world, and just taking it all in like, wow, look at this. Being curious and fascinated. Activates some really good neurology. And then I definitely recommend praying daily. Whatever you believe in, if you believe in a higher power, just pray in the way that feels good to you. I don't want to tell you what's right or wrong. I'm just saying, give it a go. Pray a little bit and see what happens. Maybe if you can write a list of 10 things to be grateful for, that can take 1 minute or less. You could probably rattle off 10 things you're grateful for in 30 seconds. And then I would recommend doing one thing toward your purpose each day, even if it's tiny. And if you don't know what your purpose is, just take that moment to do something that feels meaningful to you, and you can figure out your purpose in time. Now, the real key to that mind-body type of stuff is just anything that helps you to direct your focus in a direction that you want to go, and to direct your nervous system toward safety. That's what we're doing there. Now, taking this to a little bit more of the purely physical end, like the nutrition and so on, I would recommend a diet that is heavy in cooked vegetables, lamb, grass-fed beef, and sardines. There are reasons why that's the core I'd recommend, but I'm not going to get into a ton of details here. I'll just say that's probably the best place to start with your diet. And there are things to limit and things to completely keep out of your diet, but if all you did was just eat some cooked vegetables of a certain variety and then those 3 proteins I mentioned, you're going to be doing pretty well. And then I like to use a 250 watt red heat bulb and just take a little clamp lamp and shine that on your abdomen. You can do that while you're breathing. They're not super expensive. You could get the bulb and the clamp for, I don't know what it is exactly right now, but maybe 25, 30 bucks. And it's a nice little heat therapy, light therapy. I like Fight Electric, F-E-I-T Electric. That's a good company for the bulb. And then drink lots of spring water. Get up and move every 30 to 60 minutes. Stretch a little bit. If you have a stationary job, or even if you're just sitting a lot, make sure you're moving around. Get your different movement nutrients, as an author of a book I read once said. As far as light goes, I'd recommend getting outside early in the day, shortly after you wake up. Get 10 minutes of natural light in your eyes. It helps set your circadian rhythm. And then on the other end of the day, wear some blue blocking glasses. You can get some really cheap ones, like $8 on Amazon for some orange ones that still allow you to like enjoy some TV at the end of the day, but will just limit the amount of blue light exposure you get so that you can still produce melatonin and go to sleep well. Another one that helps with that, this is absolutely free. You can change the settings on your phone so that you can hit a couple buttons and you've got a red screen. Voila. No more blue for the night. And yeah, sleep in general is just a really important one. People forget that just getting enough rest, having enough time in bed is one of the keys to good health. And I know when you're busy, it can be hard to do that. But even taking a 5-minute rest, lying down to just do these breathing exercises or to do a round in the middle of the afternoon or in the evening, 5 minutes can still be a nice reset for your nervous system. So all of these things can be useful. Like I said, you don't have to do all of them. Just do what you can. And know that this is a journey. It's a cliche, I know, but it's a journey. Start where you're at. Pick one thing, pick 2 things, and just make those part of your routine. Know that doing something is better than doing nothing. And if you're broke and busy, there's still something you can do. 5 minutes a day, every day, 365 days a year. That's still a decent number of hours in the course of a year. And 5 minutes can turn into 10 minutes. 10 minutes can turn into 20. And the more you work on these things, the more you get regulated, the healthier you get, the more you'll actually find that you have more time for things because there will be more space in your nervous system, more energy in your body, and you'll just be able to do more from there. So with that being said, I'm curious to hear what your little tips and tricks are for somebody who doesn't have much money or time. What would you recommend that they use their time to do? Everything that I put in these videos, you could probably do all of it in the course of maybe 30 to 60 minutes a day. And maybe there's some suggestions that I didn't think of that you could suggest in the comments. So if you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe, share, follow, and you can find more at forgingyourlegend.com. I'd be happy to help you if you're on this path and you just don't know how to get past certain obstacles. That's what I'm here for. So reach out. I'd be truly honored to assist. And in the meantime, make it an amazing day. Thanks so much for watching.